Dude, sorry I'm late. I Peloton this morning for sure. You can auto me yourself, if you please. But horrible sleep because my daughter went to bed at like 12:30 a.m. again and is driving me crazy. Good for her? No, not good for her. Not good for her at all. And then her reasoning was that she was scared because she watched one of Daddy's YouTube videos. And I'm like, that's like, it's a double whammy. Normal reaction. It really do be your own, man. Which one? Here's how it went down, okay? So I went to pick up dinner last night because I'm not going to pay the exorbitant DoorDash fees. I'll rather just 90s max and order it and then go pick it up myself. When I came back, she was just watching like my YouTube channel. And I was like, how did this happen? And then Kate said she missed you so much she wanted to see your videos. And in the back of my head, I was like, been playing Dark and Darker, been playing Lethal Company. You know, I don't necessarily think she'd be vibing with Balatro, so I'm a little concerned. Cryptmaster, yeah. I'm a little concerned with what she's watching, but then she was like, no, I'm okay. Everybody's gangster till 9:30 p.m. All of a sudden, she's like, there's monsters coming out of the walls. Lots of swearing, too. This is, I resent even saying this because it's like farming bastes from people who don't have kids. But I don't want my daughter necessarily to see scary content or violence, you know, especially at age 3. But I really don't care if she hears swearing. It doesn't bother me. Because they're like, I don't think that those words have any power. I mean, they have power in some contexts, but what if she starts saying it? I say, like, don't say that. What if she tells a kid to F themselves at school? Then she's going to get punished. Welcome to society. But then she'll say, but daddy says it all the time. Yeah, so it's not illegal to say the F word. It's a perfectly cromulent way of expressing your emotions in a given moment. What do I care? Oh, no, a middle-aged man swears. What are you talking about? Yeah, actually, like a lot of what I say is more funnier for sure, but also like more offensive than just the F word. Like bisexual Morpheus be like, Neo, why does my ass hurt? Bisexual Morpheus be like, because you're using it for the first time. Trying to explain that joke to the principal of my daughter's school is going to be way more difficult than being like, you know, yeah, I say the F word sometimes when I'm driving. Have you seen people on the road these days? Just missed my league queue because your stream lagged my PC. Maybe it's time to upgrade the Chromebook, brother. It's 2024. This is why consoles stay winning, okay? You know, when I used to play MOBAs, I always wondered why like every queue hits 9 out of 10 and then the 10th person just declines. Like they queue and then 3 seconds later they're like, whoa, I wasn't expecting it to happen so fast. Now I realize it's like, sorry guys, sorry. I tried to open a second tab in Chrome while scanning Summoner's Rift for 9 like-minded individuals. Sorry, guys, I got a Discord message right when Q popped. You want to get gelato, King? Listen, you've been talking about the seawall. You've been talking about gelato. Just from those two, I'm not gonna put you out there. Just from those 2 data points, I know where you are. Okay? You will not see me at the Uno Gelato adjacent to the Mahoney and Sons on the seawall in South Falls Creek. Okay? That's predominantly because if I'm in the neighborhood, I got nothing against Uno Gelato, but me personally, I would rather you go another like couple of kilometers, you find yourself at Ernest Ice Cream. One of the greatest places to get ice cream in Vancouver if you don't mind standing outside in a 90-minute lineup. Oh, but if you just go and buy a pint of ice cream, it's only a 17-minute lineup. Wow, what a life hack. You will not catch me there. You will catch me 90s maxing, sharing a snack-sized blizzard with my daughter at a Dairy Queen. Actually, I looked it up. I'm near Davie Village. Okay, so you're on the other side of Falls Creek then. But hey, that's just a mere aqua bus ride away. I know you moved to Vancouver recently. Have you taken the aqua bus yet? If you're having like an Emily in Paris moment, I would definitely recommend it. You can take the aqua bus from Yaletown to Granville Island. I mean, you could just get a bike and you could, go around the seawall there. It's probably only like a 15-minute ride. Go to Granville Island, probably catch COVID because there's like 30,000 people inside of that tiny space paying like $8 per Fuji apple for some reason. Borderline literally get in fistfights trying to get one of the 8 seats at the food court. There's like 28 restaurants and 8 tables. It makes no sense whatsoever. Granville Island's kind of a vibe, though. 90s maxing equals going to major corporations for worse products? Yes. I can be glib too. 2020s maxing? Oh, we can't go to the local Greek restaurant that's right next to us. The Greek food's only a 3.7 out of 5 according to Google. Instead, let's go to the Greek restaurant that's a 41-minute train ride away and then wait in a line outside for 90 minutes just to get fucking lamb souvlaki. Yeah, but the gram will go hard. The gram will go hard, though. 4 likes. Post of the month. It's like idiots who still go to Anton's. We're getting too local. I went to Anton's literally one time, and I feel like I got it instantly. The reason I went to Anton's, which is a restaurant in Burnaby, British Columbia, that is noteworthy for serving cheap portions of enormous pasta that's mid. The reason I went is because we had business to do at a store that was 3 doors down from Anton's. And then when our business was over, Anton's literally just opened. And my mother-in-law was like, oh, I love this place. So we went in. And then when the pasta came out, I was like, holy shit. Would I drive to Burnaby and wait in line for an hour to go to Anton's? No, man. No shot. Especially when there's so many restaurants in Vancouver that have absolutely nobody in them that I could get into in like 3 minutes instead. Opinion on Ramen Dambo? One of the greatest ramen restaurants in the city. I'm assuming also in every city that it's in, which is several. I also love the market dynamics of Dambo. So a Dambo opened up in Carysdale, literally right next to a Maze Soba restaurant. And then like 2 weeks later, the Maze Soba restaurant had big letters on the windows that were like, more than just ramen. It's like the Dambo moving into your neighborhood is like an Amazon opening right next to like a locally owned hardware store or something like that. It's like you're going to fucking war, bro. I imagine it kind of sucks ass to run a noodle restaurant and then look outside and see that there's like a 30-person deep lineup to get into Ramen Dambo every single night, and you got like, you're half full. But Dambo is like, I mean, you could be 10 people deep in line. It takes you 15 minutes to get in the store because people eat fast. The food comes out quick. It's like, even though it's a popular restaurant, Dambo is like, I would say cost effective, man. Restaurant ramen, I mean, considering the quality of Ramen Dambo, I'm pretty sure that it's like, it might be $15 for sit-down ramen. $15 Canadian. In Vancouver, that's austere. Do they give meat? Yeah, bro, I think you get like 3 slices of chashu and then you can upgrade for another $5 or something. It's not too bad. You ever been to Ryan Reynolds' favorite restaurant, Minerva's? I have. I had dinner at Minerva's 3 months ago. I thought it was mid. Me if I had a blue check on Twitter. Dude, it's so Vancouver posted. I love it. I don't think it's mid, actually. I think it's like, it was okay. It was good enough to keep going. But I haven't been since. It's great for all the Kingstonians here. I'm sorry, I wish, all I can relate to current Kingstonians for is, you have a embarrassing bounty. Hey, Ruka, what are you doing up here? You have an embarrassing bounty of Thai and Cambodian restaurants that are very good. The only thing is, I moved away from Kingston basically in 2010. So all of my knowledge now is antiquated. Like it used to be like Tip Top Tailors and bike stores downtown. Now it's like all weed dispensaries and like brew pubs and stuff. Do you put your hands on your head or your hips when you're pissing? I must be like a fucking freak because I put my hands on my penis to aim it into the toilet bowl. Both. It's like a microscope. You have like a coarse knob and a fine knob. I don't want to like get it on the seat or the floor or like minimize splashback and stuff like that. Maybe you meant at a urinal. You still need to hold your penis at the urinal. What, are you just letting it sit on the ceramic? That's fucking grody, dude. What are you talking about? Hips sometimes? That's so like middle-age coded, man. One hand on your hip, arms crossed behind you like Morpheus, or alternatively like an Ajoshi trying to find the best watermelon radish in the Hanam North Road Plaza produce section. I don't know, man. That's crazy to me. I've never really thought about it. What do I do with my hands when I piss? Definitely, at least I'm going one-handed. I don't know what my other hand's doing. Making a peace sign? No, I'm not a phone. You know what? Maybe this is a good way to start the video. Yeah, I'm not the type of guy anymore. I'm not saying I've never done it, but I'm not the type of guy anymore to hold my phone in one hand and my junk in the other while I'm urinating. Because I really feel like I just find it kind of, maybe this is too far. I think it's spiritually bankrupt to not be able to just enjoy the serenity of a good piss without distracting yourself with brain rot for like, what, 30 seconds? 40 seconds at most? Unless you've been holding it for a long time. That's true. I see it it's a less dangerous but still volatile version of texting and driving, which is honestly, again, I don't know the red pill, the blue pill, the black pill, the purple pills, et cetera, et cetera. Whenever I see, like, I'm driving and I'm at a stoplight and there's like a 22-year-old next to me texting, I'm like, I get it. Your frontal lobe's not fully developed. You shouldn't do it, don't get me wrong. But whenever I look and I see like a 60-year-old that's texting while driving, I'm like, you have no excuse, brother. Also, they're going to start fighting, man. I said I was going to wait to start the video until they started fighting and got it out of their system. But now, as soon as I start talking, he's like, no, I'm going, you, get out of here. Go. But yeah, like I'm inclined to say that like if you ever text and drive, your brain is probably like permanently cooked. So if you've ever like criticized me for any one of my takes, and meanwhile you're like, 12 seconds to be alone with my thoughts? No thanks. Burp, 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 burp. Yeah, you're not gonna make it. I don't know what you're going for, but you're not going to make it. But there's a chance to, you could at least just stop doing it. There's always, the best time to stop texting and driving was probably like to never start. The second best time is like right now. Also, people who text and drive are always like, I only do it at red lights. And then I'm like, is that why it takes you 4 seconds to react to the light turning green? And they're like, no, bro. No. I'm on that shit like instant. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Is that why when we get the protected left turn light, there's like 2 cars can make it through even though it's 40 seconds long? You're actually making society a worse place while making yourself stupider. Like it's crazy that you just have no level of self-awareness. But anyway, no good stuff to do, man. I guess you're the only one. I guess you're the only one with stuff to do. Okay, dark evolved by item. I can't do that. Dark fighting. We make this mistake every time, right? It's not Lucario, but it's Lucario. Because in Smash, he shoots a shadow ball, which is dark. That's a dark move. And he fights. Like he has like martial arts. That's Aura Sphere. Oh, and Shadow Ball's a ghost move. Hoenn is Generation 4. Is that correct? Generation 3. And that is Ruby Sapphire. Ruby Sapphire. Grass Pokemon Ruby Sapphire. You ever hear of Torterra? Fighting Pokemon from Gen 2. Easy. Ipom evolved. Ambipom. Dark fighting. Okay, I need your help on this one. Who is, and you're going to say Gallade. It's not Gallade. It's kind of like a ninja type Pokemon, and they're in Pokemon Go, they're posed like this, and they have like the same hat that Shredder has from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. B Sharp. Let me take a look at this guy for a second. B Sharp. Similar to that guy. Not that guy. Pawniard. That's my dude right there. Pawniard. I mean, definitely fighting. He has knives for hands. Nope. Okay. Okay, evolve by item, you just go with Eevee's forms. What the hell is Umbreon if it's not a dark type Pokemon, bro? Oh, does it you have to evolve it with friendship at midnight. Okay, fantastic. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Fighting Hoenn, give me a Hitmontop. I don't know when they added this freak. Give me a Hoenn Grass. Give me a Bellossom. One of the other freak Eevees from Gen 2 and later. Probably Glaceon. I got 1 of 9. That is Sad Pikachu. We're back to Sad Pikachu. Bayleaf! Not Breloom. Oh, but that's the one I already got anyway. How the hell is Bayleaf more common than Chikorita, bro? Makuhita. Hitmontop was from Gen... They added that in the second gen? I thought for sure that was one where they were like really starting to run out of ideas. Maybe that is when they started to run out of ideas. Oh, man. How your mitochondria is doing? I think, like, I don't know, good, because I'm on that pre-workout or something. I had to buy pre-workout yesterday, and it was just driving me crazy, man. Like, I was in Apollo's chat just typing out, like, the names of the pre-workout. They need to, like, just... Here's my... Again, I'm not in business, really. I'm just cursed to kind of be in business by necessity because of the fact that for some reason people like listening to what I have to say. They need to have a normie pre-workout brand. My thinking is that in the industry right now, the pre-workout supplement business is so crowded with people that are like, Joker's Raspberry Fizz, blow your cock up pre-workout supplement. Like, there's so many that are like, introducing, like they're named after like 2X bullies. I saw you in chat, sound oriented. That could be like the next pivot for you. Is just go to Amazon.com and type in like pre-workout and then like cut some of the names out of that. And you like, I'm telling you, you'll see ones that have like, Grand Theft Auto 4 branding on them. And it's called like Miami Ice presented by Jacked Factory and stuff like that. Like it's incredible. They just need one that's like, can Jamesons get into this business or something? They're all named like catastrophically psychotic marijuana strains, man. I'm just getting on the bike for 2 hours. They really got like divorced dads out here with full sleeve tattoos, taking some shit with the Joker's face on it and then doing pelvic thrusts in the squat rack. Like you're doing damage to society, man. It can't be good for your brain to be buying that shit. I just want one that's like Jameson's, pre-workout, caffeine, fucking, I don't know, taurine, L-citrulline. That's, and flavor, original. Nobody knows what it means. It gets you going, man. Valiant Hearts. They love to put Valiant Hearts in this game. Rip. What's eating Edith Finch? Graveyard Keeper. Scott Shelby. I feel like I should know that. Maybe this is Max Payne. It's not Max Payne, bro. Scott Shelby and another Shelby. Shelby. Fallout Shelby. Mortal Shelby. Mario. Dr. Mario. Heavy Rain! Dude, I played through this whole game. Who is this? I don't remember who this is. A reporter lady? This is the lady that, like, she sees you going into psychosis and then she sleeps with you and stays at your hotel room. David Cage, man. What a... just love to crawl inside of his ear and just observe the machinations of his brain for a couple of days. Just see what's going on in there. Have you been seeing all the tweets that are like, what's your favorite piece of Star Wars lore that doesn't make sense? And then one of them is like, why the fuck is Watto like nostalgic when he sees Anakin in episode 2 when he kept the child as a fucking slave up till the end of episode 1? I never thought about that because I saw the movies for the first time as like a kid, but it's fucking true. He has the whole family in slavery. Then when he sees grown up Anakin, he's like, you know, we had such a good time, didn't we? Didn't we, Anakin? You're like, no, motherfucker. Not at all. Jedi Survivor. Nah, man. Nah, it's not going to be that. But it may have science fiction elements. Okay, how about fucking BioShock 2? Motherfucker, you ever hear that? This is earlier than that. Okay, Tennis for Two? Let's see here. It's not Tennis for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Okay, that makes sense. Sometime between 1984 and 2010. What's the difference? It's the Obama administration, I guess is the joke there. It's not a non-fiction game. Okay, that narrows it down. Banjo motherfucking Kazooie. Hey, a platform adventure game more recent than 1998. All right, how about fucking, is that action? How about Ratchet and Clank? 1, because I don't know when the rest came out. No. Dummy. It's earlier than 2002, but it is related to the PlayStation. Okay. How about Spyro the motherfucking Dragon 3, Year of the Dragon? Oh, it came out in 2001. Sony was involved and Insomniac was involved. You ever hear a little motherfucker called Jack and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy? Oh! Yes! I was around in this era. Rare Gamedle guess where I actually got to play the game instead of just being like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Red Crystal 254 says, hey Ryan, have you considered recording something other than the card game for YouTube? Okay, Red Crystal 254, you have the floor. What would you like to see? What would save your life? You're lacking something in your life right now. You need a dose of NL, but you're just sick of looking at game A. You'd love to see game B. What's the missing piece? / user red. Hang on, what is red crystal 254. Let's see. What would save your life? 276 messages. Rumbleverse was poggers. Okay, well, like you can't make this up. It doesn't exist anymore. I said sap before that. 24-hour ban. Mods? You had chat in the palm of your hand. They were like, please, say something good, say something good. And then you were like, how about the thing that you played 3,000 times from 2020 till 2023? You lost them, man. They turned on you. One of the biggest fumbles of all time. It's okay. You were being honest. At least you were authentic to your true self. I'm just saying. This is like a something awful recipe post from like 2003. Beef, pork, chicken, chorizo, chickpeas, potatoes, carrots, cabbage, corn, tomatoes, onions, garlic, parsley, salt, pepper, paprika, saffron. Yeah, it's a soup. Anytime I see chorizo, of course, I think maybe it's from Spain. Okay, this is puchero. Crazy. It's a versatile dish that can be adjusted based on personal preferences and ingredient availability. That's just food, man. Rice, macaroni, lentils, chickpeas, onions, tomato sauce, garlic, vegetable oil, cumin, salt, pepper, chili sauce, vinegar, and lemon juice. Macaroni is a weird addition here. I'm almost thinking that maybe this could be from like the Caribbean. Am I insane if I say this is from Jamaica? Ice cold. Iran. Saudi Arabia. It's from the nation of Egypt. Koshari from Egypt. I just can't get down with the macaroni. Everything else I could get down with. I just feel like the like cooked but unseasoned macaroni is just doesn't look right to me. I'm North American anchored on that one, but it doesn't look right to me. Grow up. Yo, this is Japan. This is Naruto. Whoops. I mean, Kamaboko, whatever. Maybe Naruto is the one that... That's fish? Yeah, it's not... This is not gross. I see that it kind of like looks gross. By the way, Naruto AMV from 2007. Thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Thank you. I feel very neutral about Kamaboko and like all Japanese fish cakes. Like, whenever someone's like, that's disgusting, I'm like, it literally just tastes like fish. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it tastes like spongy fish. And then when someone is like, it's the greatest food I've ever had, I'm like, okay, calm down. I get it, like, you use subtitles instead of dubs, but like, not everything in Japan is like a 10 out of 10, okay? Like, the fish, it's just fish cake. It's not gonna change your life. It's literally like just there. It's okay. You have crazy static right now? No, my wife is vacuuming. You got it backwards. It's not static. We can hear the Dyson. Yes, I know. I can read. It goes hard in tteokbokki. Possibly the most overrated food in human history, but go off, I guess. I said the word wrong, so you win. The Korean version is better. They're literally the same. They're the same thing. You sound like my students in 2011. Bruh, Pokey sucks ass. Pepero is the good one. Motherfucker. I'm screwed, bro. I don't know shit that Viola Davis has been in. And she's in like every third vulture grid, man. You know what? Let's just go. I mean, this is basic mode, but let's get some free spaces. Let's get some free spaces, man. He's probably in Ocean's 13. And then here we go. Here we go. I'm done. I have no idea. Lamal. I was just gonna type Suicide Squad like 3 times in a row, man. She's in Solaris? Would she be like 7? Goated movie? Bro, George Clooney's Solaris like fucking sucks ass. I mean, this is just not necessary. If I hit it with like a resonant frequency, is it possible that I could just make it explode? Or like neutralize it? Like if I go like... Did it mess with your ears? Was it like you were going through like a tunnel on the Shinkansen?
Did you see the turbo bonnet yet?
No, I don't think he threw up down here.
Oh my god. Is that it?
Oh, yeah, maybe that's it. There's a little stain there.
It's here too.
That's because, okay, this literally happened. Hour and 15 minutes into my... Okay, I was talking. An hour and 15 minutes into my bike ride today. I had my banana, and I was going to take a bite of it. But the weight... Can you let me finish the story? The weight of the banana caused the banana to, like, fall over. But I was biking at the time. So I, like... It was almost like I was playing keep-ups with the banana. So I, like, hit it with my knee just due to my natural pedal stroke. And it launched it, like, across the room. I did clean it up. I got off the bike, took off my shoes, and I picked up the banana and threw it in the compost bin.
That's banana?
Yeah, it's just a banana. Don't worry about it. Dana Owens is the very unstage-like birth name of what Native Tongues rapper? I have absolutely no idea. Dana Owens, Native Tongues. I have no idea. Next. The French movie Taxi. Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah. Yeah. Okay, Queen Latifah. I know all about the French movie Taxi. Oprah's favorite things have included bedding, mixing bowls, and a panini press from what bougie-ass retailer? Crate and Barrel. Hailing from wine country, Chuck Something started selling French cookware in 1956, thus founding what retail empire? What's the other one called? Pottery Barn and West Elm are brands that got gobbled up by what sometimes hyphenated retailer? I give up. Williams Sonoma. I thought that was just a guy. Great band photo. Maybe a little bit played out, but a great band photo nonetheless. Hunter Biden music. It's so crazy to me that Fleet Foxes are now like, you can aptly describe them as music to smoke crack to. I never would have... I've never smoked crack, but I have listened to the Fleet Foxes. And based on my... like, I don't know, fifth-hand knowledge of crack. I've never seen an episode of Intervention where they hit the pipe and then they're like put on fucking Mykonos, you know? But Like it's just there's billions of people out there. Every one of them is a beautiful constellation of, different data points. Anybody played any sick Steam Next Fest demos? Oh, hang on. Kingdom Hearts minus HD 1.5 plus 2.5 HD remix just came out on Steam. That's right up your alley. Oh, I've been meaning to check out Dungeon Clawler. Dungeon Clawler. A roguelike claw machine deck builder. Build your unique deck, fight enemies by grabbing weapons and items from a claw machine, and find special artifacts to help you on your journey. I'm so sick of roguelike deck builders. Well, are you sick of like breathing oxygen? Are you sick of water? Are you sick of food? Like people will really be in my chat like you play the same thing all the time. Okay, and you eat chicken nuggets like every Tuesday and Thursday. Like we're all creatures of habit, brother. Your ass has been watching the same animated films every night since you were like 8 years old, and you throw aspersions onto me like I have the burden of variety, whereas you don't, even though we're both made of the same stardust. Dice and Fold is also good. Okay, give me a second. I'm neurodivergent. Have you heard me fucking talk, motherfucker? We're brothers in God's kingdom. For some reason, you hold yourself to no standards, and you hold me to like the standard that's unattainable. Turn-based dungeon crawler where your only way of attacking the enemy is by rolling dice. That sounds pretty sick too, honestly. That sounds like something that's up my alley. What's this called again? Dice and Fold. Hang on, I'm looking up other demos. Isle of Swaps. Is that like the Storage Wars reboot? Grab your cards. It's time to swap. Battle your school pals in this roguelike deck builder where you'll trade for new cards. When you win, defeat them and rip open booster packs looking for rare cards. Conquer everyone's dungeon decks to become Critter Champion of the Playground. Okay, chat, I'm not being rude about this. The other two I downloaded after watching the trailer. This one, I watched the trailer, and I need somebody to come in and rep it. I need you to vouch for it, at which point, if it is not my cup of tea, you lose Holy Mantle as a result of your vouch sending me down a bad path. It's got no vouchers. Sorry. It doesn't mean it's doomed. I'm just saying I need someone to vouch for it. Nobody vouched for it. That's all I need to know. Star Vaders. Okay. The ultimate fusion of deck building and grid-based tactics. Discover game-breaking combos and defend the future of humanity in this jam-packed experience. Now that sounds like my cup of tea. I don't need to vouch for that. We'll download that immediately. You didn't name the game? Yes, I did. It just, you had to be listening for 90 consecutive seconds, which I know is challenging for today's modern crop of viewers. The game was called Isle of Swaps. As we said, Isle of Swaps, what is this? The Storage Wars reboot? You played, hang on, what is this one? You played Lens Island. I haven't. It sounds like one of those games that has like an AI-generated 3D model of like an Asian lady, like in a dress, stroking her hair and biting her lip. Lens, it's not. Okay, hang on. Lens Island. Discover, survive, and thrive in Lens Island, where intense dungeon crawling meets open world action RPG, master skill-based combat, craft powerful items, build and defend your homestead, and find solace in farming. Now this, it has mostly positive reviews. It's not for me, though. It's just, I think that's honestly just too much game. I was thinking about it. I think I'm tired of trying to be a square peg fitting in a round hole, man. I know the Elden Ring DLC comes out soon. I think I still have my save file on PS5. I might check out the Elden Ring DLC when it comes out. But like watching Apollo play through Elden Ring again, I was like, I know it's not going to be the popular take necessarily, but I come by it honestly. I think it might just be too much game for me in 2024. It's 100 hours long. There's 90 different biomes that have 3 bosses each. There's 3,000 different like pieces of loot that can drop. That might just be too much game for me. It's mostly just pressing R1, yeah, but like it's not as long the second time. I think it would be as long the second time for me because I got to remember where the fuck everything is. I don't know. I'm not feeling sauced by the Elden Ring DLC, and it's a me thing. I'm just like, I'm not at peak Elden Ring hype, honestly. My goat's getting old. Yeah, but like in a good way. Like, it's not, oh, that's too much game, my brain can't handle it. It's almost like it's too much game, fuck that. Who's got the time for that? I would rather just play Mario where you like, you know, there's a gap and you press A and you jump over it. And then sometimes like the gap gets bigger. So you need like an item to get over it. Just a lot of game. Anytime, like I was watching Apollo, I was like almost skeptical that I had beaten Elden Ring when I watched Apollo play it. And then he was like, hey, chat, what's your favorite boss in this game? And everybody typed a different boss, and I didn't remember any of them, even though I beat them all. Like, I was like, chat, did I beat Astel? And they were like, yeah, you beat him. I was like, who the fuck is Astel? And they're like, he's a worm with a human skull. And I'm like, what the fuck? He's made out of Orbeez? You beat him twice? There's just too many motherfucking bosses in that game, man. They got too many bosses. I was catching heat for saying it when I was in Apollo's chat. I think Elden Ring is an amazing game. Probably peak of Souls. But it would be even better if they cut like 40% of the content in it. No way. Okay, well then would it be better if they added 40% more content? No. No, it's perfect as is. That's called status quo bias, motherfucker. You want to play logical fallacy band for band with me? That's why people want the DLC. No, it's different because the DLC is like a new curated experience. You could cut 40% of Elden Ring without taking out any pog moments. Cut the dungeons that end with like the boss is an enemy that you then fight later in the game. Cut the arenas where you fight like 2 versions of enemies that were bosses that you fought in the first part of the game. Like if you took that stuff out and just like the pog moments came in faster, it would go from a 10 to an 11, man. Don't have 4 different stats for magic. The people yearn for simplicity, but they also like equate complexity with goodness, so they're not ready for that take yet, but that is true. Players can choose to cut content for themselves if they enjoy, and that's what I'm doing. I'm cutting the whole motherfucker out. Body and soul. I'd rather just play Mario Kart, honestly. Okay, slash marker. Dungeon Clawler. It's everybody's favorite time of the year, Steam Next Fest! Yeah! Millions of demos have poured onto Steam, and some of them are roguelike deck builders, such as Dungeon Clawler. I'm just going to level with you. I don't fully know what's going on here. I'm playing this not sight unseen, but I got an elevator pitch from chat that it is basically a deck builder where the gimmick is not poker, and it's not Peggle. The gimmick is instead a claw machine. Let's start it up here. Next Fest stresses me out. I hear you. I think what you should do is let go of the yoke and stop with the idea, the preconceived notion that somehow you're going to like play every single demo. Like that's madness. I think you actually, like, one of the things, I try not to give too much life advice here. If you can kill the FOMO inside of yourself, you will find true enlightenment, I think. You might think I'm putting on airs. I don't know if I got FOMO for anything right now. And I think it's a good thing. Because it's not like, oh, like it's anhedonic to be like, oh, I wish I was out getting pleasure or something like that. It's more like, you know, there's always next time. I do for Twitch streams. I mean, getting FOMO for like missing an NL stream is crazy. I do see it in the Discord sometimes. People are like, hey, I missed the stream today. Should I watch the whole VOD or just the Librarian Best of compilation when it comes out? And I'm like, you should do neither. You could just re-up tomorrow, man. It's okay. It's not like, yeah, was there some funny moments? Yeah, but it's not like it's going to change your life. There'll be funny moments tomorrow, too. It's like, you know, it's the difference between like The Sopranos and Everybody Loves Raymond. You can skip a week of Everybody Loves Raymond. If you skip a couple episodes of The Sopranos, you're probably like, who the heck is this guy? Sir Bunalot. Sir Bunalot used to be a knight like you, but he took an arrow to the knee. He is now on a quest to reclaim his lucky paw, which was chopped off by the evil dungeon lord. How about that? Collect items using your claw to fight enemies. Hover your mouse cursor over things to get more information. WASD moves on the map. A and D moves the claw. Space drops the claw. You can close the claw manually, and you can backspace to skip your turn. Okay, understood. You're doing 9 damage, and the other one is shielding. Let's, you know what? I'm assuming that this is like, yeah, that's fluff. Okay, it's used to cushion your items. This is big shield. Double the amount of block if it's picked up alone. This is little shield. And this attacks the nearest enemy for 5 damage. This attacks the nearest enemy for 10 damage. I got an idea. How many plays do we get on the claw machine? Because I kind of feel like, what if we just grab claw or shield number 1? Nope, we got the sword too. That's okay. I can live with it. The Sopranos blows. Don't you ever get tired of exaggerating? It blows. What is it? Like the 4th best show of all time, but some people are offending you because they're saying it's the best show of all time? Like, come on, what do you mean it blows? That's insanity, man. You want a show that blows? How about Celebrity Lip Sync Challenge? Or like those game shows that are on daytime TV, but they don't even give out like good prizes. Like if you win, you get like $1,000, and you're like, aren't you making like $20,000 for every ad that shows on this show, Meredith Vieira? It's insanity, man. The winner gets $1,000, and they got them. They don't even fly them out to Los Angeles anymore. They got them zooming into the game show. It's the most low-effort content I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, hang on. Okay, pump the brakes, kid. The Masked Singer, that's an institution. Okay, what's your deal? Prickwood. Oh, thank you. The enemy intends to buff itself or others. That could be me then. Let's. I'll tell you what. This is very Slay the Spire coded. What a horrible grab. You don't grab Battle Axe until they get some block. What? And then you know what? Let's do some fucking damage, man. Sometimes I saw Kate do this in Korea. I was a claw machine, like up and down sort of guy. I was just an elevator user. You place the claw and then you send it down. She was doing stuff like she was getting it moving like left and right and then using like the impulse of the pendulum swing in order to drop it into a better location. And she's got techniques that I've never deigned to even know of, man. That's advanced tech. Did you guys know Corey is like a claw machine expert? He's told me when he lived in Japan, he was like obsessed with claw machines. It tracks? I don't really know if it tracks, but I mean, it's real, so I guess it tracks. I'm glad he recovered. It is kind of like one of the funniest pseudo-gambling addictions, I guess, because instead of like winning money, you get like a toy worth nothing that you can't do anything with. But you do, I get it though, you get the thrill of seeing the claw like grab it and like solving the puzzle of the claw machine. The toy has sentimental value? Not when you got that many of them. I hope it has sentimental value though, because it has like no material value. Okay, Greg Heffley. Is this a Diary of a Wimpy Kid reference again? Who is Greg Heffley? It is! Dude! My intuition is crazy. I got a whole bunch that I won when I was in Japan. They have sentimental value to me. And I don't think you're doing anything wrong. I think I killed that part of myself at some point between like ages 17 and 20. I have no sentimental value. Like, I have sentimentality towards people and memories, but I have no sentimentality towards, like, objects. I could be wearing a shirt for, like, 3 years and be like, this is my favorite shirt. When the neck on that motherfucker gets blown out, so I look like that picture, remember? The picture of Saddam Hussein's lieutenant when they caught him in Operation Iraqi Freedom, and like the neck of his shirt goes like all the way out to like the edge of his shoulder so you can see his back hair. You know that one? When my favorite shirt looks like that, it's going straight in the Salvation Army bag. I don't know if anybody's gonna want it. Maybe there's a motherfucker out there with like a huge neck that's like, I'll take it, but I'm not like, oh, my favorite shirt. I'm like, I'm gonna have to shave like my whole back and torso to wear this motherfucker. I ain't got time for that. Get it out of here. He's Khalid Sheikh posting. What is his name? Khalid Sheikh Mohammed? Yeah. Hey, I didn't say, you got me confused. I didn't say it's Saddam Hussein. I said it was Saddam Hussein's lieutenant. They showed that picture on CNN for like 25 days straight. I got that image seared into my head. He's not Saddam Hussein's lieutenant? Was he or was he not involved in the war in Iraq? Riddle me this, okay? I was 13 years old when this shit went down. I didn't know the nuance of it. I was like, they caught a bad guy. Now, we didn't have Jenny Nicholson making 4-hour video essays back then, okay? We had Wolf Blitzer and Greta Van Susteren. You can't blame us for being stupid, man. That's all we got. His fit kind of dripping. It actually, like, his fit kind of hits, like, in 2024. In 2004, though, when everybody was wearing, like, Ringer t-shirts from Old Navy, it wasn't the look you're going for. But he's kind of rocking it. Why is his collar so wide? I'm assuming, like, when you're on the run from SEAL Team 6, like, you know, some personal grooming might go out the window. What?! Hello, Vinny, by the way. You must have... Are you, like, patient zero for Glorp? I know you're, like, a Gnorts guy. But I feel like Glorp has risen in ubiquity across Twitch so quickly that there must have been somebody providing it with, like, an impulse for it to get that kind of momentum. Like, Glorp is kind of... It's giving Vinny. To put it in the parlance of our times... Glorp's been growing for months. I mean, honestly, you'll have to, excuse me, I'm in literally like 3 Discords. So, like, I'm not familiar with all the genesis of these memes and inside jokes and stuff like that. It's been in TFT chats forever. I mean, I guess they got to do something to entertain themselves. What am I doing? I don't want to grab all this poison, man, but that's where all my good shit is. Oh! I'm not trying to be a hater, man. It's just like, you know, I know, because Apollo got really into Valorant for a while, and I would go into his chat, and, like, nobody would be talking, and then, like, somebody would say, like, oh, chat, they'd start, like, lunch posting. Chat, I just made the most delicious chicken teriyaki for dinner tonight. And then, like, people would be like, holy fuck, what was in it? And then they'd be like, chicken, carrots, bean sprouts, and teriyaki sauce served on rice. And they'd be like, what? And meanwhile, Apollo's getting like 4 kills a round, man. Like, they'd be talking about anything but the game. And then there's always like one person that's like, you really should have, your team looks good, but you really should have gone wizards there. Getting a wizard that early is a nice opportunity for a pivot. And everyone's like, man, shut the fuck up, dude. We're talking about lunch right now, okay? Didn't you see the shit about the chicken teriyaki? What's today's lunch, NL? Bibigo kimchi mandu is my guess. I've been trying to work my way through some of the frozen food. Either it depends on the timing. It could also be peanut butter sandwich, which is also, you know, I'm not complaining. Let's just put it that way. I like a peanut butter sandwich. Is it Little Rascals coated? Yeah. So what? Just peanut butter? Yeah, I gotta save the bananas for the bike. Otherwise, I'd be eating like I don't know, like 25 bananas a week or something. It would just get to the point. I'm not worried about like the sugar content that much. I would more just be like, this is just a lot of bananas. People start to look at you a little funny when you walk out of the grocery store with like 3 bunches. No honey? I don't know what to tell you. I'm happy with the way I got it. Comparison is the theft of joy. Now, you might just say like, oh, I look at my neighbor and they got chicken tenders. I got a peanut butter sandwich. I won't compare myself. But you can compare what the current reality is to another reality where you put honey on your sandwich, and that can thieve your joy of just having a simple peanut butter sandwich. You know, I get 2 pieces of bread. I get 1 knife. I put the knife in the jar. I spread it on the bread, and then I eat a peanut butter sandwich. Who says no? Isn't it dry? Yeah, I have salivary glands inside of my mouth that aid with the lubrication required to masticate somewhat dry foods. Quit bragging. I mean, you gotta let you know the you people can't do anything tweet. I'm talking about eating a peanut butter sandwich. People are like, is that even a thing you can do? Yeah, bro. You know, our ancestors were like eating clams without even knowing there was meat inside of the shell. They were just swallowing the shell whole. We used to eat PB&J all the time. It's just fine. That's what I'm saying. I think part of 90s maxing mentality is just accepting that like mid is not bad. Mid is the baseline. Like mid is good. Mid is good. And don't say mid is actually like neutral. It's not neutral because you're eating food. You're getting sustenance into your body. Not every lunch needs to be a 10 out of 10. Getting a 10 out of 10 lunch is nice, don't get me wrong. But like sometimes you just need to be like, I need some food. 2 pieces of bread, some peanut butter. I resist the temptation to always add more. Like you're basically being a peanut butter and jelly capitalist right now. You understand? Like the graph always has to go up. Because what happens after the jelly? Then it's all of a sudden I got a banana. Let me slice the banana up. Oh, and then if you actually like fry it in a pan with some butter, it gets like nice and crispy and the peanut butter gets gooey. The flavors all come together. And then you're like, oh, if you have a tagine goes crazy on top of it. And all of a sudden your peanut butter sandwich is costing you like $28 every single time you make it. And you got to sit on one of those weird stools that's like bougie but shitty at the same time. Sometimes you just got to accept that, you know, a lunch that could be eaten on top of a girder 200 feet below or above Manhattan when you're building the Empire State Building. I mean, they were onto something back then. I agree with the take as long as it's real peanut butter. It's not. It's Kraft with the 2 bears on it. It comes in a 2-kilogram jar from Costco. I hail from a different era, okay? I'm assuming at least that for the 10% of the population that still goes into the office, lunches are all now, like they're all acai bowls and stuff like that. Everybody's showing up with like some stuff that we couldn't even conceive of in like 2009, right? Back in the day in school, when you show up for lunch, peanut butter and jelly, buttered salami sandwich, leftover piece of KFC from last night. Like we used to be a proper country, man. We used to have personalities, not just food preferences. You see what they've done to us? Fruit roll-ups. Don't get me started on fruit roll-ups. I think I've told this story 100 times, but fruit roll-ups are so plasticky that one time I ate the plastic that comes on the fruit roll-up, and I didn't notice until like half an hour later when I was like, what's stuck in my teeth? And it was a bunch of plastic. Like it should be illegal to wrap fruit roll-ups in plastic because they're made of plastic. Bro, it's paper. That's fruit by the foot, you Philistine. You got it confused. Fruit roll-up is the rectangle. Or sorry, fruit roll-up is the Naruto, the swirl. Fruit roll... Wait, no, I'm getting confused. Fruit by the foot is the Naruto. Fruit roll-up is the rectangle. I don't get the Naruto thing. Naruto is also a fish cake with a swirl in it. And fruit roll-ups... No, sorry, fruit by the foot are swirls. Naruto means swirl is bothering me. Let me guess, you're from Ohio. Let's start there. Let's start from first principles. We'll work through it together. Why is it bothering you? You ever hear that being angry is like putting your hand in a fire and then expecting the other person to get burned? A chance you'd be willing to turn the music off. Oh no. Polite insults are like, they hit the hardest, man. Brat would go hard. You talking about the sausage or the album? Both? True, though. True. Dude, I've become like such an embarrassing, like, retro portrayal of like a husband. Now, I will say, can I say that I was a very good husband yesterday? We had some very large cardboard boxes that I guess the recycling people just said those are too big for us to take for whatever reason. So we had to just eat it and bring them back inside, right? My wife was like, don't worry, I'll take them to the recycling depot. It's a long trip, you know, to drive them in yourself. So I said, fuck that, dude. I'm going to be a good husband. Got out the box cutter, sliced up those motherfuckers until they were small enough to fit in the envelope. So they're going to take it one way or the other. I just had to do a little bit of, you know, dissection first to do it. That being said, I was at the grocery store like a couple days ago, and I was like, you know what? I should cook. And then I thought about what to cook, and I was like, I could really go for... I was like Mitt Romney mode, man. I was like, I could really go for a hot dog. But you know, it takes a lot of cojones to text your wife and be like, do you want to have hot dogs for dinner? Like, there's a chance she might be like, yes. But then there's a chance she might be like, what are you talking about? Like, we have a child. We can't eat hot dogs for dinner. Just like at a barbecue or so when the occasion strikes, sure. But just randomly on like on a weekday, 100% I had to do that a month ago. It's the worst part about being a husband, man. Is like sometimes your wife will be like, do you want to eat junk food for dinner? And you got to be like, I guess, if you want to. Inside, you're like the 7-year-old who always lives inside of your solar plexus is like, yeah! McDonald's! I really had my heart set on like a green goddess salad, but okay, I guess I'll have a McDouble fries and a large Coke Zero. Nothing better than my partner saying she's craving poutine. Bro, I was living that life for a while at Costco. We'd go to Costco, I would get the hot dog combo, and like 1 in 5 times, Kate would be like, I think I'm gonna get the poutine. And then she would only eat like half the poutine because it's admittedly like 1,900 calories or something. And then I would get to eat the other half. Talk about having your cake and eating it too. I didn't see the poutine at the downtown Costco when I went in. I got the chicken strips instead. Listen, I made the same mistake myself. The Costco chicken strips at the Canadian Costcos are not good. They literally just like cook the chicken strips from that you can buy in the frozen food section in the toaster oven. I had them a few days ago. It was fun. Listen, you know, I just mentioned I love mid-food. I'm just telling you, if you're at Costco in Canada, don't overthink it. You have 2 choices, okay? Even if you're craving chicken strips, you should either get... What the heck? The hot dog combo or the poutine. That's it. What about both? You don't need both. You're slowly killing yourself, but like faster than nature's doing it. Chicken bake, we don't have that here. We got poutine instead. I'm just saying, don't overthink it. You either get the classic hot dog combo or you get the poutine. You don't need to get tricky with it. You don't need to get cute with it. No chicken bake? We don't have that here. I feel like I'm losing my mind. No double chocolate chunk cookie? That's a 0 on the boom scale. Hey, NL, I'm European. Can you explain what a twice baked potato is? Yes. You bake the potato once until it's soft on the inside. Like the same way that you would make a baked potato, full stop. Like a jacket potato. Then you cut open the top of it, and you like mash it up, and then you throw in maybe like some sour cream and some cheese and some chives and some yada yada yada, and then you like, and then you put it back in. So it's like a baked potato stuffed with mashed potato. It has no top. It's an oval. No disrespect. Are you stupid? It has a top. The top is whatever side is not on the surface. It's the side closest to your ceiling. What do you mean it doesn't have a top? It's a relative direction. You're absolutely right. It is not an oval either. This is a three-dimensional shape. What are you talking about? You know what? That recipe might be a little advanced for some of you. For everybody else, once it gets warm after the first bake, when you put all the toppings in there, you pretty much just take it out and eat it. But blow on it first, because it might be a little hot, okay? Okay. This is Dungeon Clawler. Dungeon Clawler. Demo available now in Steam Next Fest. There's something to it, but I'm not sure it's necessarily my cup of tea. More of like, for me, it's kind of like in that Peglin territory. Was it an ad? No, you're good, Chibli. I was just enjoying myself playing some new stuff. I feel bad in a way, especially like, let me rephrase. I feel bad in a way for roguelike developers because like there's so many 10 out of 10s in the genre, and every 10 out of 10, the average person puts like 200 to 10,000 hours into it. Isaac, FTL, Gungeon, Spire, Balatro, etc., etc. So like when a 7 out of 10 roguelite comes out, I feel like nobody gives a shit about it at all. And then now they're catching heat from the normies on Twitter who are like, oh, a cool game gets announced. Angle bracket. It's yet another indie roguelite. No! It's like, I feel like the genre is it's entering a local minimum, or perhaps exiting a local maximum. Good, be more creative. So fucking nothing as critics. What do you mean, be more creative? Stop making roguelikes and start making games where you shoot things or jump on an enemy's head or have a magical staff that shoots blue bolts out of it, or fucking you plant shit on a farm. Like there's archetypes that these games are made into, you know, and there's only so many of them. Be more creative is not a criticism, man. It kind of is. No, the fuck it isn't, and neither is your follow-up, to be honest. Listen, you just at some point you gotta face facts, okay? You'll never be 14 years old playing Team Fortress 2 ever again. So knowing that that's like the base level of human existence, you have to find a way to move on from that. You're really gonna be mad at like 3 dudes from Switzerland for making a 7 out of 10 roguelike that you didn't know existed until like an hour and a half ago? Like, get a clue, man. That's madness. That's illness. I don't like the criticism that's like, just make better games. Because then when I look at your Steam library, let me guess. Favorite game of last year, Baldur's Gate 3. Total playtime, 21 hours. Meanwhile, 407 hours of League of Legends. But you say League of Legends sucks and Baldur's Gate 3 is good. Okay, sure, yeah, makes a lot of sense. My favorite game of last year was probably something that I played 90 minutes of that everybody likes. That being said, I did play 703 hours of Teamfight Tactics. We are continuing our quest to find a new indie roguelike in the, I was going to say the depths, but that has a negative connotation. In the Steam Games Next Fest Summer Games Done Quick for Charity Humble Bundle Edition. This is Dice and Fold. It's a game where you play cards and roll dice, which I'm into. And I'm sure they'll give us a tutorial that will help explain more. Blood Mage. To fold, defeat your enemies, you will need dice. Roll your first hand and let's see what happens. Drag the dice to the numbered slot to reduce it to equal to the value of the dice. The numerical slots are called total slots. You have been killed, and I have received 2 silver coins. I will then end my turn because you're dead. 2 werewolves. Some slots require the exact dice to be complete. Okay, I see. We roll. We got 2 2s. That's beautiful. I could store it in the tray, or I could just get thee to a nunnery and grab 4 silver coins. What do you got next, brother? A chaos butterfly that needs 13, does 2 damage per turn. You need a 6 and an any. Your heroes have specific skills. Complete the skill slots to be able to use it. Okay. I'll put a 6 in my skill slot. Then press on the skill to activate it. Roll 2 new dice. Oh, okay. How about a 6 and an any? You've been killed, and I have received 2 silver coins. Now you're going to do 2 damage to me, but I can at least hit you with a 6 and a 5, and then end my turn. I guess I could have rolled again. I could have put the 5 in here and done it again. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now this game, I can tell you right off the bat, this game's got some sauce, bro. You make a new die. You make 2 new die. What happened to my mouse? Brother, what happened to my mouse, dude? My mouse is locked. My mouse? What happened? I can't move it. Fix it. Press escape. Oh, you know what? It might be controller input. I don't know what to do. Tab out and tab back in, I guess. I can click. I can adjust my DPI. Higher DPI does allow me to move a little bit more. Hang on, it's getting something. I think a little piece, oh, there you go. A little piece of my mouse pad broke and exactly covered up the optical laser or whatever the hell mice use to denote their position. Now I gotta get my DPI right again. There we go. Now where the hell was I? Now I got all these. I got claim a free game from the Epic Game Store. Logitech G Hub. Get off of my screen, man. Hey NL, are there any cryptids you believe in? I'm one step behind you, brother. I don't even know what a cryptid is. Is a Loch Ness Monster a cryptid? Yes. Okay, Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, Chupacabra. No, capybaras. I forgot. I always get those confused. Let me think about this. No, I don't really believe in any of them. To be honest with you, Chewbacca, I've seen him on the stage in the screen. That's about it, though. Send it. Oh, double 6s, bro. That's huge. Okay. I mean, this is a gimme now. 2, 3. 1, 2, 4. Gives us another dice. Now, 6, 6, 6, 18, 26 plus 5. Are you shitting me, man? He's a genius. Ooh. Tainted Ruby. All items offered in the shop will be legendary. We're on the last stage, man. We just got to pick something. Briar's Sword. Complete a random dice of first attacker in a stage. I mean, that's the only one that does it. I guess I could reroll. Triple daggers. When you roll 3 same dice, fold a random enemy. I don't know if that's going to be valid, but let's give it a try. Holy fuck. The word enemy in the skill and item descriptions refers to non-boss enemy cards. You might need more creative approaches to fold bosses. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. You're saying this would be a great time to have a monk. When unfolded, unfold 4 Hydra's head. Turn end unfolds itself if Hydra's still unfolded. Okay. We have 97 HP. I think we just go apeshit on the Hydra. Don't worry about dealing with the heads, man. And I think we do that by making as many dice as possible and dumping them all into total. Now, when we get, like, shit cards or shit rolls like this, maybe that's a great opportunity to just go, how's your father? Or maybe we just send it, man. Maybe we just weather the fucking storm. Like, I can 6-4 for you, get an extra dice, and then go like 6. Just do what you can. You might call me crazy for this one. Or maybe you're like, it's the sanest you've ever been. It's mighty tempting to just throw a couple extra dice into the reroll machine, but just a couple. I guess we don't want the Dungeon Master to show up either. The other thing is, every time I use the ability, I get HP. So I gotta, like, in some circumstances, you gotta send it, man. Healing 6 seems crazy. In that case, let's reroll with this one. It's free. It's free. I mean, they said you had to be creative. I feel like I was more creative when I was going up against random enemies. Now I'm just like... Now I'm just rolling dice. Something like this. I feel like we can't lose. We cannot lose. They didn't expect you to be this tanky. I see what you're saying. You're saying I'm a different kind of beast, and to be honest with you, I find it hard to disagree when looking at, like, the data points. Me personally, I'd probably just store this too. They're still attacking? I guess I gotta kill the heads. Now is the time to roll max. At which point we're creating so many dice we can't help but get duplicates. Or triplicates, I guess. It's that simple. I will end my turn, because I'm sure that's the end of the demo. Victory! Normal difficulty. Take me back home. Okay, honestly, obviously presentationally, it still has a lot of work to be done. But Dice and Fold, they're cooking something up with this. Tharsis meets Aces in Adventure. This could be sick. Go check it out on Steam. /marker Dice and Fold. Even if it does sound like a restaurant that's also laundry. Wishlist to unlock character. I think you're in the wrong, like, Twitch channel. What do I care about wishlist to unlock? Or is it that you should just wishlist it so you can play as the character? Well, we may never play it again until it actually comes out, to be honest. But I will play it when it comes out. I was saying it's crazy. I don't think it's crazy. You have to remember, I'm a different kind of gamer. I play games. I'm not that worried about like the discourse surrounding it and early access and is it like a bad carrot on a stick to have someone wishlist to unlock a character? I mean, the demo's free. So is wishlisting. You could just if you love the game enough from the demo that you're like, I really want to see what this character does, you should probably just wishlist it to support the developer. That's where I stand. But maybe I'm a traitor to all the gamers. I don't know. I like that you're still funny. I don't mind that you don't want to play games anymore. I played more games this stream than anybody else on this platform has played games today. I just don't want to play fucking The Witcher 4. Because I can't be fucked to walk around Valheim and pick daisies, and then if you get 95 daisies, you can go, if you find a cauldron, but it has to be a special cauldron. Some of the cauldrons are staffed by crones, and some of them are staffed by witches. Witches allow you to make brews and bubbling potions, but crones allow you to craft tonics and curses that you can then, if you have an effigy slot, you can use the effigy slot to put it in there, and it'll debuff all enemies of a subtype. No, I'm not into that. I'm into like, hey, this enemy has 6 HP, and I rolled a 4 and a 3. Is there any way that I could possibly kill this guy? I don't know. I mean, acting superior over the games that you like versus the games that other people like is the last bastion of intellectualism, and take it from somebody who makes fun of League of Legends every single day. I would know. Of course I know him. He's me. You do that all the time? That's what I'm saying. When are you going to play with toys on stream? It's every day, bro. Wait, what's this game called again? This one is called Vaders. How do you feel about a character's ban rate skyrocketing after a $500 skin was announced? I'm trying to get my daughter to do these tracing practice pages. So like it's got like a line on it with a bunch of like dots and stuff like that, and then a star at the end, and she's got to like learn how to hold a pencil and like trace things and it's a pain in the ass. Because I think half of the problem, honestly, is that it's so easy that she gets bored. So then she gets like halfway through the tracing and she gets bored and she like throws her pencil across the room, and then I'm like, but if you just do it, like, I'll give you some pokey. You could have some strawberry pokey if you just do it. Like, I know it's easy, but like if you just like lock in and if you finish the worksheet in like 4 minutes, then you can just get some, like a snack, man. But instead, it's trying to get like that, a toddler to understand that logic, right? Which is not easy, but that's why you practice. What were you asking again? It's the third of 3 demos from Steam Next Demo Fest. This is Vaders. So far we played Dungeon Clawler. I'm not trying to rag on Dungeon Clawler. That one I'm not 100% sure it's like up my alley. We played Dice and Fold. That's up my alley for sure. Now Vaders comes on a recommendation from Local Thunk, who tweeted that this is a good game. It is a roguelike deck builder, of course, with grid-based tactics combat. Let's start the tutorial. Shin Tokyo is under attack. See, now we needed this after Dice and Fold too, because I don't know about the mechanics, but the presentation's already got me. When I move my mouse, the planet moves a little bit in the opposite direction. I got like UI elements and stuff's like circling around. Okay, all right, we got graphics again. There's no time to waste. Get ready to deploy the mech now. Proceed. We got chunky buttons. Encounter start. You got here just in time. Here's a quick tutorial to help you get started. To win a combat encounter, you must destroy all invaders. They spawn at the top and move down towards the bottom each turn. You need to destroy them before they get to the bottom 3 rows of the grid. If the invaders reach the bottom 3 rows, they will start generating doom. You will lose if you get to 5 doom. Understood. Let's get ready to fight. You can play cards to move your mech and attack invaders. If you hover over a card, the description is shown on the right. Fire a bullet upwards. Move 1 to 2 tiles. Okay, I think I have my turn. Fire a bullet, please. Right here. Move 1 space here. I'll body block you if I have to body block you and kill you. Then I will end my turn. Cards are moved to your discard pile when played. You have no more cards to play. I end my turn. Holy cow, they don't stop coming. Each turn you draw 5 cards. But we only have 3 energy. You draw from the draw pile. So true. Cards generate heat when played. The heat cost is indicated by the icons on the card. If your heat goes over the limit, it will overheat. Overheating will burn the played card and immediately end your turn. But sometimes burning a card might be good. That's what people don't understand when they first start playing Slay the Spire. So, I mean, I didn't understand it myself, I'll admit. Okay, I'm thinking this one's a gimme. Move 1 tile back. Fire once. And then fire again. End turn. Wait, I can still act? Honestly, I think I want to end my turn. I don't think I want to overheat. They're going to make me. Okay, that's fine. I'll move over here then. Burn, baby, burn. We'll shoot you. And then we will move ourselves 2 tiles over to prepare for our next turn. Oh, baby. Some invaders will try to attack you. It's not that bad if you get hit, though. You will only gain a temporary junk card in your discard pile. If you ever make a mistake, you can rewind, bro. They got everything. Imagine me trying to read this tutorial while 4 gamers and a dev breathe down my neck at PAX East. I've been there, man. I've been there. Imagine being hungover and you show up to your media appointment for Dead Island Riptide and they give you the controller, but the controller's broken. So your dude just is always pointed up at the ceiling. And then you go talk to the staff and you're like, hey, my controller's broken. And they're like, it should be working. You use the left stick to move and the right stick to like aim your vision. And I was like, I tried to play for like 2 minutes just being like, what am I doing here? And then I just put the headphones on the stand and I was like, I'm sorry, I can't do this. And they were like, well, thanks for coming by. Let's go here and shoot. And then honestly, I'm a different kind of beast. I'll probably pass my turn on that one rather than add junk for no reason. 3 turns left. This music, dude, is this not like the robot roller derby disco dodgeball main menu music? With an echo filter on top of it? It must be, man. I think this is the main menu music for robot roller derby disco dodgeball. Oh, it's Mel Your Friend. It is Mel Your Friend's music. You're so right. At the end of each combat, you pick a reward to add to your deck. Wonder if Mega Crit ever sits back and is like, we saved the gaming industry. How many games these days are, and I mean this complimentary, not insultingly for the record, how many games these days have inherited like 80% of their genome from Slay the Spire? Choice of 3 cards after every battle. 3 cards are a skip. Relics that, you know, play with the design space. The map with the branching paths. A few, for sure. Too many. Honestly, it's if you have bad taste, you can just say it, okay? You could just put the Overwatch League 2019 badge next to your name. You don't need to insult like the GOAT that ever lived. They should be more creative. I know, right? Like, instead of 3 things, what if they gave you 2 things? And, like, why do so many restaurants serve, like, burgers and fries, man? What about, like, burgers and fucking soup? We should have, like, a burger and soup restaurant. McDonald's already cornered the market on burger and fries, man. When I go to a sit-down restaurant, it should be, like, a burger and then, like, 1 slice of pepperoni pizza served alongside of it. New things are always better, man. New things are always better. Oh, another pizza restaurant. Let me guess. You serve pizza? Why don't you try serving something different? What about bagels? Yeah. Papa John's, another pizza restaurant. Maybe mix it up a little bit. What the fuck are you talking about? There's a reason they do it, man. It works. Feels so good to be back. Don't talk to me about my current deck. Overclock. Next attack you play this turn gets +2 repeat and +2 heat cost. Oh my god, quality of life, bro. It shows you what cards are affected by the thing when you mouse over the artifact or the card. Because in my head I was like, oh, I wonder if that one that makes our bombs shoot is something fire. And look at that. It just shows up there. You're not first turn. You're trying to take a shot at the champ. I'll move. I'll shoot. I'll pass turn. It's that simple. Three heat. You're going to drop a Nova Bomb. You're going to drop... maybe we just do 2 shots instead of summoning my little friend. Three shots instead of studying my little friend. No, because we won't get a third one. Because this one will... Oh, it will kill an invader, which will keep it in my hand, which means this will finish the fight. No, it just broke the shield. Either way, you're dead. Dude, thin decks are OP. It's recommended for a reason. Each turn, a random attack in your hand gets +1 repeat the next time it's played. Cards with bomb in their title get better detonations. Any shield broken by your bullets detonate striking adjacent tiles. You know what's great about this so far is everything that I've had a choice on, I've been like, all 3 choices are good. I've been playing Slay the Spire for 400 hours, and there's some cards, and I'm like, man, what the fuck do I do with Nightmare? What the fuck do I do with Violence? I draw it, it costs 0. I play it, I get 2 strikes in my hand that cost 1 each. I'm like, what do I do with this, man? I don't know what to do with it. You gotta drop Nightmare with Wraith form. I literally never take Wraith form. Sorry. I also never take lose half your HP, get 5 intangible. Why? I think it requires too much brain power, to be honest. That's me gaming. You take Vampire Bites? Yeah, I do, but sometimes I've removed 3 strikes, and then I'm like, I don't want to get 5 better strikes. Just, like, let me remove the other 2. Anyway. I liked it. A random attack getting a repeat, because, like, our Cluster Fire getting a repeat would go crazy. Vampire Bites are bad. You don't understand, everybody. Like, I'm not burdened by knowledge. I just play the game, and then I make inferences based on my level of success combined with the amount of fun that I had. I have no idea what is good or bad in the game. When I posted that A20 win as the silent, people were like, how'd you beat A20 with Shivs? And I was like, what are you talking about? Shivs are the best deck in the game, man. Oh, man. Blob. When destroyed, splits into smaller blobs. This is a dream come true. A Nova, let me start with the decoys because we don't know where, oh, maybe we do know where they're gonna go. We want the fake ones like maybe here and then there and then like a real one here and then a repeat cluster bomb seems nutty. There's a maximum of 3 player bombs. Okay, noted. I guess I'm going to destroy my own decoy bomb, but I don't think I really care. What? Blob bomb. Self-detonates and gives you a shimmer if you are struck. What's a shimmer? Purge this card. If unplayed, gives a shield to a random invader. Honestly, I don't care. We're going combo mode. Plus, I shot anyway. Actually, that's good. What are you? Moves twice as fast. Oh, I burned my cluster fire, man. I burnt my win condition. That's not the way you want to do that. That still went pretty sick, though. I guess I would play it. And then I really don't have a purpose to move, honestly. I guess I would just pass my turn. I think I kind of screwed myself, man. Like my best card has been removed from the game. I know what I must do. Shoot twice. Nova Bomb. Shoot once. Kind of insane tech. And then pass turn. We didn't take any doom. Just keep it. It's like Into the Breach. You just gotta hold, man. We don't need to have a solution for every. Oh no, we're actually gonna lose because we drew nothing. We drew nothing of value. Redraw. You're so right. You're so real and valid for that. Would have been better last turn, but we are gonna die if that's what we draw this turn. It's not great, Bob. Not great. How about some decoy bombs? Like one here and one here, and then they. Oh, you can't have more than 3 bombs. Oh, but it detonates. Detonating is good, but that one was a decoy. You know what? I mean, we gotta take out the trash here. Well, we got it. No, we've been defeated. I did it to myself, though. I did it to myself. This seems great, dude. I'll accept my defeat here. I don't hit the restart button. I think I would actually peep this demo again tomorrow as well. I feel like we just started scratching the surface. New set has been unlocked as well. New pilot has been unlocked. Tifa Lockhart. Thank you for playing. She is. Can somebody do a wife translator for me? What is :3? I know it's a cat face, but like what is the emotion associated with cat face? It's just cuteness. Cheeky, mischievous. Then I'm gonna type "let's go." I shouldn't have put 3 exclamation marks. That's way too much, man. I came on way too strong. Oh man. All lowercase "let's go" with 3 exclamation marks. Hang on, edit. Thank you. No exclamation marks. Thank you, space, period. What's the emoji with the guy with the air coming out of his nose? Chuffed? Determined? Triumph. Thank you. Triumph. That's the message right there. All right. We'll see you tomorrow. I think tomorrow we got Jackbox. We'll play some little Star Vaders demo to get started. Goodbye. Heart and soul. It's got a lot of heart and soul. I don't know the rest of the words, but it's got a pretty good bass line, heart and soul. My wife is streaming Mahjong Monday's Pog. I'll send you right over to her stream. Hope you have a great rest of your Monday night. I'll see you tomorrow for Dome Keeper. A scrammy.